Hi everyone, welcome back to my DIY and crochet channel. Today I'll show you how to crochet these fingerless mittens made from granny squares. They work up quickly and easily, and this tutorial is beginner friendly. If you'd like to make a matching set, you can also crochet a granny square bonnet like this one. The tutorial is already available on my channel. We'll start by crocheting one granny square, then as an extension of the square we'll work this back section using half double crochet stitches. After that, we'll make a joining seam, leaving a small opening for the thumb. Finally, we'll add the bottom ribbon, the top ribbon, and a small ribbed edging around the thumb opening. The ribbon will be made by alternating one front post half double crochet and one back post half double crochet. You'll need yarn. I'm using two colors, white and blue. It's best if your yarns are similar in weight and texture. I also added one strand of light blue mohair to each color for a soft, airy look. A suitable crochet hook. I'm using a 5mm hook, scissors, a measuring tape, a yarn needle with a large eye, and one stitch marker. We'll start by making a slip knot and chaining 5. Now join this chain into a ring by inserting your hook into the very first chain, like this, and make a slip stitch. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. And now we have a small ring. Let's place a stitch marker here so it's easier to see. To move up to the next round, chain 4. Into this ring, we need to crochet 3 double crochets. Yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Let's do that again. Yarn over, insert the hook into the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's already 2 double crochets, and we'll make one more. Next, chain 2, and again crochet 3 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. Now make another group of 3 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. And at this point we can remove the stitch marker. Let's quickly look at a finished square using the bonnet as an example. Right now we're working the first round. It consists of 4 clusters, and each cluster has 3 double crochets. Between the clusters at the corners we always have chain 2 spaces. So far, we have made 1 cluster and 2 chains, second cluster, 2 chains, third cluster, and these 4 turning chains we made at the beginning count as a corner chain 2 space plus 1 double crochet from the last cluster. That means to finish the 4th cluster, we only need to crochet 2 more double crochets. 1, and 2. Cut the yarn, take the new color, insert the hook, pull the new yarn through, and complete the slip stitch. Chain 1, tighten it, turn the square, and tie these 2 yarn tails together. To begin round 2, chain 4. If your center ring looks loose, just pull the starting tail and it will tighten. I'm going to hold all 3 yarn tails along the edge and crochet over them so I don't have to weave them in later. Now crochet 3 double crochets into this corner space, keeping the tails over the hook. 1, 2, 3. Without any chains, make 3 double crochets into the next space. 1, 2, 3. Now we're at the corner, so chain 2 and make 3 more double crochets into the same space. 1, 2, 3. Next, 3 double crochets into the following space. 1, 2, 3. At this point I can trim the yarn tails. Again, we are at a corner, chain 2 and make 3 double crochets into the same space. 1, 2, 3. Then 3 double crochets into the next space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and again 3 double crochets into the same space. 1, 2, 3. We're almost at the end of the round. Remember, the starting chain 4 already counts as 1 double crochet, so we only need to add 2 more double crochets into this space. 1 and 2. Since I'm not changing color, I insert my hook here and make a slip stitch to join. We still need 1 more round, so chain 4. Now crochet 3 double crochets into the corner space. Then 3 double crochets into the next middle space. Then another 3 double crochets into the following space. We are at the corner, chain 2 and make 3 double crochets into the same space. Continue working this way all the way around the square, remembering to chain 2 at every corner, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I've finished the round. Make a slip stitch, cut the yarn, chain 1 and tighten to secure. The granny square is finished. Now just weaving the remaining yarn tail using a yarn needle. and this is how the square looks on the palm. It completely covers it. The next step is the back panel. We'll crochet it as a continuation of granny square by attaching the yarn right here and working back and forth rows of half double crochet stitches. We want this section to be slightly longer than the front part, so it also covers the sides of the hand. Make a slip knot and insert your hook into this corner space. Chain 1 and tighten it. Then chain 2 to move to the next row. Now we'll work half double crochets, and these two chains already count as our first half double crochet. Make the second one directly into the same corner space. I'll hold the yarn tail along the edge right away. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. That's our second half double crochet. The next half double crochets will go into the tops of double crochets right here. Yarn over, insert your hook under both loops of the stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Continue like this until the end of the row. In total, you should have 13 half double crochets, 9 across the clusters and 2 stitches in each corner. I'm at the end of the row, finishing the last 2 half double crochets into the corner space. Now chain 2 and turn your work. Yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd chain from the hook under both loops, and make a half double crochet. From here, continue working rows of half double crochets back and forth until the mitten wraps comfortably around your hand. In my case, that will be 10 rows total, including the first one. I have finished 10 rows. The back panel measures about 10 centimeters and the total length is 18.5 centimeters. When placed on the hand, it looks like this. The sides meet together. Now, an important moment. If you worked an even number of rows like I did, you finished on this side. When you fold your mitten, the working yarn ends up here, and this will be the left mitten. We'll use this yarn to seam downward like this, stopping at the thumb opening. If you worked an odd number of rows, you'll finish on the opposite side. When folded, your yarn will be here, and that becomes the right mitten. If you're comfortable working things mirrored, meaning where I have the front, you'll have the back, you can simply continue as you are. But if you're a beginner, I recommend cutting the yarn now, reattaching on this side, and following exactly what I'm doing. Later, when you make the second mitten, and you want them to be symmetrical with the seam on the inner side of the hand, you'll crochet the first part the same way, then cut the yarn, and attach it from the opposite side. Fold it, and you'll get mirrored layout. And then continue exactly like the first mitten. So now the mitten closes comfortably around the hand, and we're going to seam this section down to the thumb about halfway. My square side has 13 stitches, so I'll seam 6 of them. Place the yarn between the 2 edges you're joining. Each side has a braid along the edge. On this side we work into front loops, and on the opposite side into back loops. Insert the hook into 1 loop on this side, then 1 loop on the other side, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Continue the same way. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. And on the hand, it looks like this. Chain 1, cut the yarn and tighten to secure. The next step is the bottom ribbon, but first we'll make one round of edging and close the work into a circle. Our ribbon is made by alternating front post half double crochets and back post half double crochets, and for the pattern to work correctly we need an even number of stitches. On my back panel I worked 10 rows, so here I'll make 10 or 11 stitches and the same number on the front side. If your numbers are different, the most important thing is that the total number is divisible by 2. Make a slip knot and insert the yarn into this corner space. Chain 1 and tighten it. Chain 2 to move up to the next round. Now we work half double crochets and I'll hold the yarn tail along the edge as I go. The chain 2 already counts as the first stitch. Here's the second. Third, fourth, 9, 10. Actually, I'm getting 11 stitches on this side, so I'll make 11 stitches across the front. That gives me 22 stitches total, which is an even number. Now we close the round, insert a hook into the corner space and make a slip stitch. Without any turning chains, yarn over and begin the ribbon pattern, alternating front post and back post half double crochets. For short, I'll call them just front stitches and back stitches. We start with a front stitch, insert the hook around the post from front to front. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Next is a back stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook around the post from back to back, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Then front stitch, working from the front, and back stitch, working from the back. Continue all the way around, alternating front and back stitches, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I have 1 front and 1 back stitch left, and the next round will again begin with a front stitch. The round is closed, and without any chains or slip stitches, we simply continue the ribbon, repeating the same pattern. Work as many rounds as you like. I'll make 6 rounds total, including the edging round. I am almost done. My last stitch is a back stitch. Now insert the hook here and make a slip stitch to finish. Cut the yarn, chain 1 and tighten to secure. My ribbon measures about 4.5 centimeters. Next is the top ribbon, and it's worked exactly the same way as the bottom one. Attach your yarn here, make 1 edging round of half double crochets, 22 stitches or your number, just like at the bottom. After closing the edging round with a slip stitch, start the ribbon pattern without any turning chains. You can simply rewind the video a little and follow the bottom ribbon as a reference. I'll work 1 edging round and 2 ribbon rounds, 3 rounds total. I've completed mine and it measures about 2.5 centimeters. Now I'll hide the yarn tails from top and bottom ribbon using a yarn needle. The final step is adding ribbon around the thumb. I'll make just one edging round and one ribbon round, but you can make it longer if you'd like. Here we have 6 stitches left on each side, plus a small gap at the base of the thumb. And again, we need a stitch count that's divisible by 2. Make a slip knot and attach the yarn right here. I'll tie these 2 yarn tails together to secure them. Chain 2. This already counts as the first half double crochet. Here's the second. And continue working around. I'll make 6 stitches on each side, plus 2 extra half double crochets at the base of the thumb where we had that gap. That gives me 14 stitches total. I'm at the end of the round. All 14 half double crochets are done. Insert the hook here and make a slip stitch to close the round. The edging is finished, and now we'll work in the ribbon. Without any chains, yarn over and make a front post stitch. Then a back post stitch. I'll only work one round. I'll meet you at the end of the circle. I finished the round. This is how it looks. Make a slip stitch. Cut the yarn, chain 1, and tighten to secure. The left mitten is finished. You already know how to hide the yarn tails, and I've already explained how to make the right mitten. So I'll meet you once both mittens are done. And here are my finished fingerless mittens. They are surprisingly warm and look really cute. And just a reminder, I also have a tutorial on my channel showing how to make a matching granny square bonnet. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.